welcome to our very last episode of Where in the World is Michael Cooper? This is the end of the line, the caboose. We are almost done with our tour.
Forgive me. That's what happens.
Yeah, it's been an emotional trip for you. I mean, you get attached to these places and these food
and you know, we haven't really talked about that. That's what's neat about more. When we do these segments and we come in here, I'll have maybe gone to 3 or 4 places, and most all the restaurants are family owned. I think all of them may be family owned, and it's so nice to know that. The people there that are working, I mean, you talk to them, they're there every day. They're working every day. Not to say that there aren't some nice franchised restaurants out there that are good and great, but there's just something about knowing that those people care about the service you're getting, the quality of food you're getting, right. And it's their business. It's got their name on the front, or it's their baby. It's their dream. It's what they want, and so they're going to make sure that you're taken care of. So, in a lot of communities, that's not true.
Right.
You might just have your franchise restaurants that are basically, you slap a name up there, and maybe they're in a great location, or and that's why they get all their business. But I'm proud to have been able to go to all these places and meet all these people, and I don't think there has not been one bad experience at any of them.
Well, and the neat thing about Moore is it does have a nice mix. We do have some really good franchise restaurants here that are very tasty, and I go to them often.
Yep.
But we have a nice mix between those and locally owned restaurants, and they all seem to mesh well together. Absolutely. And provide different things and meet different needs for people. So it's working out well here in Moore for pretty much all of the people that are running restaurants. The one we're going to talk about now, as you alluded to, is a family-owned restaurant, and if you go in there, you'll see the dad, and you'll see the mom, and you'll see the little son. I think he's like in the 2nd grade now. That'll be there sometimes helping out or just hanging out and enjoying being around everybody. Golden China Restaurant, which is on 12th Street, down a little ways from the highway. Mm-hmm. Tell me about your experience there.
Confucius said, Golden China, very good. I just live like 2 blocks from there.
Oh.
And nobody else in my family likes Chinese food, but I do. So a lot of times I go there by myself. I sit in the booth by myself. I eat by myself. They have a great buffet. It's got everything. And I love, one of the things I like about Chinese food is I love vegetables. No, it seems weird, but I love vegetables, and it's one of the only places you can get broccoli and the green beans that they do, and they've got other great dishes they do. But they have a buffet. For the first time, Brent talked me into doing the hibachi.
Yes.
And the hibachi is they've got 2 bars that you can go through with hot food. That's there, everything from sweet and sour chicken to egg rolls to the chicken they put on the stick. See, a lot of them I don't know the names of them. I just know I like that. The sesame chicken, the lo mein, they've got it all. That kind of your standard Chinese buffets have. But then, and I think, and you may correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're the only Chinese restaurant in town that actually has hibachi, aren't they?
I don't want to stake my name on that, but if they aren't the only one, they are certainly one of very few.
I'll tell you what, we know that they have a hibachi, and if anybody else wants to go somewhere else and find another hibachi as good as this one, you can come and tell us in Moore. I doubt it. But then they have another bar where they have like the dessert stuff, but they also have fresh meat, uncooked meat. They have uncooked vegetables, noodles, all that stuff, and you put those on a plate and you take them over to the guy that can flip the.
It's almost like a stage up there where he's at. I mean, he's in the middle of the restaurant right there, in the
he gets up there, you take him your raw food, and he cooks it there for you. You can tell him whether you want it spicy or just how to cook it, and it's a little bit spicy even when it comes out of there. But he cooks it up for you, and that's the first time I'd ever done the hibachi. And it's really good and it's fast. It doesn't take a long time. You just take it up there, and he does it. And you can see him over there, and he clanks around on the spice deal and everything. And it's kind of neat. And I did that, and it was very, very good. And the flavoring they did, and he was good at what he did. So.
Well, and the nice thing about that hibachi is that it's actually pretty good for you too.
Yes.
I mean, there's not a lot of fat, there's not a lot of butter. I mean, they cook it right there on that grill out in front of you. So it's not a bad choice if you're just looking for a nice healthy lunch or dinner. You can run in there and get the hibachi. Of course, when you get the hibachi, the temptation is, well, I'm not just going to have hibachi because they got all this other stuff. And they even have a sushi bar. So if you want another place to try sushi and more, you can actually go to Golden China. Now, the nice thing about Golden China, which I don't know if you noticed this or not when you were there, but they actually have sushi on the buffet.
They do.
So if you're kind of like, ooh, I don't know that I want to just go right out there and stake my whole dinner on sushi, I can try some at Golden China and see if I like it. And if I like it, then I know in the future, I can try sushi and not be, concerned
Right.
about ordering a whole, plate of sushi or something like that.
So you've got kind of your standard, Chinese type food on the buffet. Then you've got the hibachi, which you can do, and then of course, as Brent mentioned, you have the sushi, and you have desserts, and a lot of it's fruit desserts, and they do have some cake and some different things and ice cream, but they have kind of a little healthier stuff, if you just want some fruit and things like that. So there's some healthy opportunities there, and the service there is great too. They take care of you, and it's kind of in an Oriental decor. They've got the kind of the tables and the chairs, and it's just a great place. I really like it, and the family's wonderful. They're just nice people. They're working hard. You always see them in there, always working hard.
Right.
So.
Now you mentioned dessert. There was one dessert, we didn't have it today when we went to eat, but I've seen it before, and I've actually had it once, and I forget what it's called, but it is a banana that they put some side of kind of caramely sauce on it, and they put it on their hibachi grill, and they light it on fire. And it just sits there, and the first time I saw it, I was eating there, and all of a sudden this huge fireball bursts up over there in the hibachi grill, and I thought, whoa, what was that? And then I realized, oh, that's part of the show. It was the banana dessert, and they actually fire it up, and there's just flames coming off this banana.
I'm a little bit upset. I mean, why wouldn't you have mentioned that to me?
I don't know. I just forgot. I forgot all about it. You got to go back now.
I may go back right after we're done here and go get some, because that sounds.
And it was really good. It had kind of a caramel type sauce on it, and when they flame it up like that, it kind of caramelizes it and coats the banana like a coating over the banana.
I had a banana, but I had the banana that they have out on the buffet, and they kind of have a red sauce on it.
And they chop it up and everything.
And they chop it up, and I had that, and like some pineapple, and they had some mandarin oranges. Of course, mandarin oranges. And I call them baby oranges or toddler oranges. But yeah, that's great. So they have all kinds of stuff there.
Oh yeah, you can get desserts on the hibachi grill in addition to just the standard food that you have cooked fresh there. So there's always surprises. You're learning all these things going to these restaurants, and hopefully our audience is learning also that there's a lot of great places to eat in Moore, and even places you may have been to before. Hopefully by watching these segments you may have learned a couple things about them that you didn't know.